All right, let's try to make sense of the very confusing, very contradictory global outlook for 2026.
Well, according to top economists, 2026 is actually shaping up to be a pretty great year.
But then you look at the headlines, and it feels like the whole world is on the verge of chaos.
So, what's the real story here? How can both of these things possibly be true at once? You've got this major contradiction, a booming economy versus a world that feels like it's on the brink. Okay, let's start with the good news, the optimistic economic outlook for the year. Goldman Sachs, for instance, is forecasting sturdy global growth, better than most people expect.
And it's not just one region. Major economies like the US and China are expected to post strong numbers. The US is a big part of that, expected to outperform thanks to things like tax cuts.
But a very different and much darker story is unfolding on the geopolitical stage. Take the Greenland crisis. The US actually threatened a NATO ally, Denmark, sparking a major international incident.
And these threats drew heavy opposition, even from within the president's own party in Congress.
Meanwhile, over in the Middle East, tensions with Iran were also reaching a boiling point. You can see just how high the stakes were. Iran's top commander said they had their finger on the trigger.
And this instability, it's not just talk, it is having a real, measurable effect on the markets.
Just look at gold, a classic sign of fear. It absolutely surged to a new record high.
And we're not talking a small jump here. Gold prices have been on a truly historic tear. This is a textbook case of what's called safe haven demand, basically investors running for cover.
And it's not just gold. The credit markets are also starting to show some serious signs of stress.
The IMF found that a huge chunk of private borrowers are struggling with cash flow. A big red flag. So here we are, two powerful, conflicting realities happening at once. Which one is going to win? You've got the bull case with strong economic fundamentals versus the bear case of extreme geopolitical risk. So which force wins out? The data says growth, but the headlines signal danger. The final story is unwritten.